we are used to the fact that trees can look very different. For example, if a tree is constantly exposed to strong winds, it can bend beyond recognition. But there are also more strange examples, and I will talk about such trees now. The rainbow eucalyptus, also known as the Mindanao gum or rainbow gum, is one of the most extraordinary trees you can imagine. Its uniqueness lies in its bark, which appears as if it were painted by an artist. The bark sheds in layers, revealing a vibrant spectrum of colors. Each year, the tree sheds its outer layer, and this shedding occurs at different times. Initially, the inner layer is bright green, but as it matures, it darkens and changes its hue. The result is a stunning overlay of blue, purple, orange, and deep burgundy tones. One of the most beautiful populations of this eucalyptus species thrives on the Hawaiian Islands. The concept of Japanese maple includes varieties of fan maple, Acer palmatum, and Japanese maple, Acer japonicum, as well as Shirasawa maple. From a botanical point of view, all these three species, whose homeland is East Asia, are closely related to each other. Japanese maples are one of the most beloved garden plants. And it is not surprising, because almost all their varieties are suitable for small gardens, and in mature age they form fantastic picturesque crowns. Filigree leaves of Japanese maples have truly diverse shapes and colors. In autumn, they are painted in bright colors, yellow, yellow-orange, scarlet, and so on. Mangroves are evergreen forests of tropical and equatorial latitudes, capable of growing in the tidal zone near the shores. Mangroves serve as a boundary between land and ocean, as well as a refuge for many aquatic animals. Mangroves are not separate plants, but a whole group of plants that have adapted to grow in soil underwater. They have a set of adaptations that help them live in places with low oxygen and high salinity. The leaves of mangroves are very high, so even strong tides do not hide the branches underwater. The roots are not fully in the soil, but rise above the water level. This allows the plants to get oxygen directly from the air, and the underground roots only hold the trunk. Mangrove forests are flooded by tidal water 10 to 15 times a month and therefore submerged about 40% of the total time. Caddo Lake is a large lake in the USA, located in eastern Texas on the border with Louisiana. It is a protected area, where the largest cypress forests on the planet grow. The area of the lake is about 106 square kilometers. Without a doubt, the main distinctive feature of Caddo Lake are the huge cypresses, whose height often exceeds 50 meters. The age of the cypresses growing in Caddo Lake is at least 100 years, and some of them are even older. There are even 700-year-old trees. Two types of cypresses grow on the reserve territory, Arizona and swamp. However, in the people they are called bald, for the usually not inherent property to shed leaves for the winter. The local cypresses have a very interesting feature, which is hard not to notice even with the naked eye. They have special shoots that grow directly from the roots of the tree and over time merge with the trunk, giving it a bottle-like shape. This phenomenon is called cypress knees. Baobab is the national symbol of the island of Madagascar and is also depicted on the coats of arms of Senegal and the Central African Republic. An amazing feature of this giant is the absence of annual rings. These powerful trees are long-lived and have columns up to 13 meters in size and a height of up to 30 meters. The oldest baobab is almost 800 years old, but these data are not accurate, but only assumed. Baobab is used as food, and people use their reddish pulp. Monkeys love baobab fruits. Sometimes the tree is called the lion's tree of monkeys. Most of the year, 9 months, the baobab stands with bare branches, so it is called a tree that grows upside down. In fact, the plant just cares about saving moisture, which in the places of its natural growth, not so much. The tree is one huge sponge that absorbs moisture. It does not evaporate thanks to the thick layer of bark, soft on the outside and strong fibrous on the inside. There is a statement that one adult tree can accumulate more than 100,000 liters of water.